Hey everyone, we're really excited here at GPX because we're going to be talking about Pokemon Snap, the original N64 version. It is available right now on Nintendo Switch online expansion pass for the N64. And with me today, I have my wonderful colleagues, Tony, Christian, and possibly Nat. We don't know. So let me start off, guys. My opinion on this game, man. It is a nostalgic trip. I mean, this is one of those games where we wanted to see a full 3D Pokemon game come out on the N64. You gotta excuse that big motorcycle thing I hear in the background, but hopefully the mic didn't pick it up. Basically what this game was it was sort of a dream fulfillment. I wanted to see a 3D Pokemon game like The Legend of Zelda, which never happened actually. I mean, this game, full 3D, you're on rails, sure, but you get to see Pokemon in glorious 3D, and some of the modeling is done really, really well. The environments are diverse. Initially, it seems like such a quick run through of this game, but once you play the levels again and again, you sort of realize that there's a lot of hidden secrets, a lot of depth to these tracks. Sometimes your hover cart that you're in can deviate off the beaten path, and you can find secret paths, you can find secret Pokemons. This game is fantastic. The music is unique and cool. There are so many Pokemon in this game. And what a novel idea during, a time where everybody was experimenting with 3D platformers and RPGs, and this game comes out and it's like a photography sim. Now I'm going to go on the record and say that the photography aspect of this game is fantastic. What I mean by that is your photographs are judged on the merits of how close to the frame the Pokemon is, if it's centered, so you can't use rules of three. But if your Pokemon's doing a unique action, if there are other Pokemon elements in the frame, I found some of the best photos I've taken in this game actually scored the highest score, which is great. Because I'm thinking, this game, no, it won't realize a good photo from a bad photo. But actually, if you stay within the rule confines of the game, like, you have to keep the Pokemon in the center of the frame. It has to be a big picture of a Pokemon. They have to be doing something unique. You have to be aware of the background elements and stuff like that. Then I think you can have a lot of fun with this game. And I mean, this is a game that merited a sequel that finally got delivered on Nintendo Switch with new Pokemon Snap. So definitely, it's such a good game to have for the person that is in love with that Pokemon franchise, but doesn't want to go back to those grody Game Boy games. Tony, what do you think of this stuff?
Okay, I really like the aesthetic of this game a lot because it uses the anime designs for the Pokemon and the characters, which is pretty cool. I also like all the different levels. I love the music. I totally agree with that. I think it's great, it's unique, and it definitely feels different from normal Pokemon stuff. However, that said, I'm gonna have to disagree about the shooting mechanic because I feel like no matter how hard I try, and maybe I'm just really bad at this game, I think I suck maybe, but I don't know, it's like whenever I think I'm taking a good picture, it's either off in the results, like it feels like it's off by a frame or something, or I'm just not getting it right, or my ugliest pictures score well. It didn't happen to me this time around, but the first time I played when I had bought the N64 version to review before new Pokemon Snap came out,
Well done.
I took a picture of a Charizard that looked absolutely terrible, but because it was big, it got a high score.
Well done.
And that's the thing, I don't know if the game follows along with the rules of like what is a good photo. Yeah, I know that you have to get them in a good position. Having a lot of them together is also important. But that's another thing, right? Like having all of them together, I feel like it's really hard to kind of center the Pokemon, and even when I center them, it sort of sometimes makes mistakes and it doesn't really give me like a good friend bonus and whatnot. So I don't think the game is bad at all, and I think maybe I just need more practice with it and kind of figure out the right ways to go about it. But I think that if you're kind of playing this for the first time and you have no idea what to do and you're learning, it's definitely going to be a little bit frustrating, I think. Overall, it is pretty solid, but I do think that it is a little bit short too. I would love to have more levels in this game because I think it definitely needs them. There's so many places they could have gone. There's so many Pokemon that they could have put in there. They don't have all the original 151 in here, which is a bummer. But on the flip side, I guess it's short and sweet, and it's on Nintendo Switch, so yeah, why not? Give it a go. Christian, what did you think about this?
Well, I didn't play Pokemon Snap too much when I was younger. I definitely played enough for it to have an impact on me. Regardless, I still had a fun time coming back to this. But I do agree that the game is too short. Especially when there's 7 levels that clock in at around 3 minutes each. You're going to be playing the same levels a couple extra times to try and get more shots of Pokemon you couldn't on the first go around. I wish that there was maybe 1 or 2 more levels, such as a level that takes place in the woods or maybe an ice level to shake it up a bit. That aside, I like that there were a lot of secrets in the levels, and you're rewarded for going back once you get more items like the apples or the pester balls. Whether that's being able to discover one of the few secret exits or even finding more Pokemon in a level you couldn't before. I also thought Oak's grading system was a bit flexible. There were times I had a hard time getting the Pokemon in the center for my shot, but they'd end up being a little off center from moving a bit too fast for me, and I wouldn't get that many points. But hey, at least you could take up to 60 pictures, so you could possibly get a good photo from multi-snapping in there somewhere. I also had a funny experience with my Pikachu pictures. So in the second level, I got a shot of a Pikachu running on an electrode, and I thought it was pretty cool. Then I went back to the first level. I just kept taking pictures, and one of them was a Pikachu on a stump. Needless to say, Oak was blown away by this. Overall, I like the short but sweet experience, and I also like that you could organize or rearrange the photos you save of the Pokemon, almost like a scrapbook. So it doesn't feel like the pictures are completely pointless, other than scoring points to progress to the next level. I'm definitely glad they added this to the Nintendo Online service, especially because of its short length. It's a perfect game to play on the go.